Welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah, aka Scarlett. Today I'm doing a wig review for one of Jon Renau's extremely popular styles, and I'm going to pronounce it as Haute, although I've heard it pronounced multiple different ways. But I'm going to go with that one primarily because I think she's super hot. This is in Palm Springs Blonde. If you're interested in this one, don't forget to stay tuned. And as always, please subscribe to my channel, hit that bell, give me a thumbs up, and let's get started with this wig review. Haute by Jon Renau is an extremely adorable, natural looking, low density, easy to maintain style. So let's talk about a couple reasons why she is so fabulous. She is not too long, so she's not gonna hit on your clothes, and so she'll be easier to maintain. She's also straight, so that is also easier to maintain. I am bumbling my words today, so sorry. And she is heat friendly. A lot of Jon Renau styles are not heat friendly. They don't have that many, but this is one that is heat friendly, so you can run some heat through those ends to keep her looking in tip-top shape. The other thing to note that I really love is how low density this style is, and it has no permatease. It is just super duper natural, super easy to ear tuck. And another great thing I have to say about this style is that the cap actually fits my petite size head. Now, Jon Renau makes some of their wigs in a petite, in an average, and in a large. I'm not sure about this one, but this is their average cap. And despite it being an average cap, it fits me really well. It is not going over my ears. I can ear tuck, and I do have a small head. My dimensions are in the description. So if you are a more petite size head, unless this was just kind of a one-off, sometimes they make mistakes with cap sizing, it fits me perfectly. I love it. Let's take a look at this adorable beauty from all sides. Let me pull her out again. This is Haute from the front. From my right, get back a little bit. From the back. And from my left. Super duper cute. Let's talk about the dimensions on this low density beauty. Let's see, the front is 11.5. I have a 7.5 inch face. All pretty much a similar length. It does say that there are some pieces at 8 on the side, but I don't know, to me it's all looking the same length. It's really like a straight, all one length bob. You have a 4-inch nape, and the crown is 12. So really kind of, I mean, it says there's some 8 on the sides. I'm not seeing it, at least on this one. I would say this is a very kind of one length style, low density, no permatease, super easy to maintain, just the right length. This one tends to want to flop in my face a little bit. So, you know, I love how easy that ear tuck is to just kind of get her out of my face. You can also put some clips, but as it's a heat friendly style, there's ways to get the hair trained back. You can use a little hairspray and use some heat and let it sit while the heat cools, and then you'll get that out of the way for you. But she is super duper natural looking. I just want to go in on the hairline because I am very impressed with the Jon Renau hairline. Even though it's darker, the knots are super tiny. Nobody is going to see those from any kind of normal distance. It is pre-plucked. A little bit of scar tape, I can get a nice natural looking part line. And again, with this one, it needs some training back. I didn't want to do that while I did the review. I wanted to show it to you, you know, basically how she comes out of the box. But you can train these sides that want to keep flopping in my face, or you can do these adorable little ear tucks. Okay, so the weight on this one is 3.8 ounces. Not too heavy. I don't feel like I'm wearing anything on my head, and I'm just really obsessed with how the cap fits me. I have another Jon Renau, which is Ignite. It's also an average cap, and it also fits me really well. So I feel like their average caps run a little smaller than a lot of the other brands, which for me is fantabulous. I did try one of their petites once, and it was actually too small. So I just think Jon Renau runs a little bit smaller, just to keep that in mind for those of you that have larger or petite heads. If you have a large head, definitely go for the large cap that they make in some styles. All right, so let's talk about Palm Springs Blonde. This is a very blonde with a nice natural root. It is described as a light ash blonde with pure white and natural violet. I don't know, I mean, I'm not seeing violet, but I'm assuming that has something to do with the blonde. Okay. It says natural violet bold highlights, but there's no, when they say violet, I just think they're referring to some kind of platinum, because there's definitely no purple in this wig of any kind. So don't get confused by that description. And then it's shaded with a natural ash brown root. Definitely on the cooler side, although there are some neutral pieces and slightly warmer pieces in there, but it is overall a very cool color. And let's take a quick look at her outside in natural light. All right, here she is in natural light. She does have some dimension, but it's very, very subtle with those slightly more neutral tones mixed with the very cool ashy tones. Beautifully natural blended root. Just tuck her. As I said, I didn't want to do anything to her until I did the review, but you can. There are so many ways to train this hair to go back. Let's take a look at the cap. Surprise! I put some lavender pinkish color conditioner in my gray, so woohoo! So fun. All right, the cap here has a left monofilament part, a full lace front, ear to ear, soft felt tip ear tabs with metal stays. You have an open wefted back, and it does not have an extended nape. So a pretty standard cap with that nice natural part line, but it is a left side and a full lace front. I hope you enjoyed my wig review today of the beautiful and natural, easy to maintain Haute by Jon Renau in Palm Springs Blonde. As always, please subscribe to my channel, hit that bell, send me a message, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook at Scarlet Glows Up, and I will see you guys at the next one.